Hey, Tim.
Go unmute, start recording.
All right.
Do we have a few people?
We have two other people,
Okay.
Blake Weiland and then Asmar Khan, and
Okay,
then
you
someone
can move
else just
more
joined.
that way. Go
This
more
way?
that way. That's right, because you want to talk about optics.
Okay.
See, now the interesting thing is, this is a very good example. We look like we're, I don't know, 15 feet apart. I mean, we look like
Yeah,
you
we
could
look
drive
like
a
we're
truck through here. And in reality, we're about 3 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so that's a really good example of look, how things look in a camera and why you have to sit literally next to each other so that you look good.
Okay. So hello everybody. Some people are still joining, I can see.
Good, she can see. I can't see you from here. I'm gonna have to put my glasses on, but then they're gonna fog up. I still can't see you because these are reading glasses. Hi, everybody.
Some people. Even if y'all can't stay for the entire time, this all will be uploaded. I will send you guys all a link to the recording sometime later today. So that way, if you want to go back over it or anything like that, you'll be able to do that. I will ask that everyone mute their mics just so it doesn't distract Phyllis and I. I'm especially very easily distractible.
Hey, we have squirrels in here all over the place. So yeah, being distracted is easy.
Yeah. So yeah. And
well, guys, first of all, I know we're a little tiny bit early, but as people join us, just that's great. I'll vamp a little bit at the very beginning, so give everybody a couple more minutes. We are so glad to have you with us. Oh my gosh. Now, first and foremost, yeah, okay, weird semester, we all know that. So a couple things. I'm going to say this at the beginning and I'm going to say it at the end so the people who are joining or who join us a little bit later will also hear the same thing. If you do not feel well, okay, number one, if you do not feel well, you must let us know. That is not a problem, okay? No one is in any way, shape, or form is going to be upset. If you're not feeling well, you let us know. We will find a replacement for that particular show or for as many as necessary. The most important thing is that we all are a team. You have joined a team and you've made a commitment to each other and we've made a commitment to you. And we're going to all do our darndest to make sure that we stay through this entire semester, all right? So that what we are all hoping for is that when we all see each other again in the spring, we might be socially distanced still, but maybe we're not with masks, so we can all see each other. And it will make life a lot simpler. But the key is your health and our health. And we want you to understand that that is critical. I know you've heard this, many, many times, but this is a little different. Because the fact is, you're going to be around people. I mean, this is not going to be an isolation kind of thing. And so trying to maintain these kinds of protocols and whatnot really becomes something we have to consider. And we really are on point to make sure that if you are not able to come in, that's not going to be a problem. But you just need to let us know. And do it relatively early, okay? Try not to let us know. Let's say you're a noon anchor or you're noon sports. Don't tell us at 11 a.m. on the day you're supposed to do that, okay? Give us a heads up so we can find someone to fill in for you, all right? Everybody, please understand, be smart, be safe, and help us, all right? So I will probably say this, I will say this all again, shorter, but at the end, just to emphasize it. So with that, I'm going to turn it back over to Ms. Goos.
hi everybody. I don't know if we've all met before. I'm Michaela Goos. I am the assistant news director here at NTTV. And the reason I'm doing this and not Seth is because I am the talent person. I am the one that helps you guys be on-camera talent to the best of your ability and to ease you guys' worries about being on camera, because I know it's scary and I was terrified at some point as well. But
I still
love
get nervous when I'm on the air.
So that's why I am here and not Seth. Any questions you guys have, any comments, any concerns, anything, makeup, hair, how do I say this phrase? Do I look like I have no expression? How do I hold my hands? Anything like that, come to me. I will ease all of your worries. I will do my best to help all of you. And if I don't know the answer, Phyllis is going to know the answer and we'll ask her together. So yeah, this is going to be very informative. We're going to go over how to sit at a desk, hair, makeup, clothing, doing interviews in the field a little bit, and what exactly you guys are getting yourselves into by being a part of this. If you can't run now, I already have all of your contracts.
Yes, we know where you live. Yes. Okay, do you want to talk about the important dates?
Yes, so September 15th, next week.
14th.
Sorry, no, the 15th, because Monday is still dry.
Oh, I've got it.
So September 15th, we are going live with the majority of our shows. Add a little bit of
You should film the video, but instead of going into the dumpsters behind Clark, you should go all the way to Victory and be like, this is where you throw your stuff.
Can you imagine if they bought all of your away to trash? That was the only trash cans on campus.
Now it's not.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. That's why you don't create trash.
I'm hearing something.
Actually, you create a lot more trash in students because I always take my food and go.
Yeah. Wow. There we go.
Okay, good.
Yay.
Yay, guys. Good. Thank you.
Okay. There we go. Where was I?
September 15th.
Yes. We might add an extra dry run to your show just to make sure you and your crew and your talent are as capable and as prepared for your live as possible. Doesn't mean anything. Just means we want you guys to be as prepared as possible. Now, your call time, if you are noon, is going to be 10:30 for talent. And then if you are a nightly anchor for anything, your call time is no later than 4 p.m. Just to make sure you get here, you're completely ready to go, and you have time to write all of your scripts, because some of you will be writing your own pitches, your own tosses, and your own scripts, especially if you're sports, segment, or live shot. So we just want to make sure you're here and completely ready to go.
And make sure that you don't come here at 4 o'clock and sit where we're sitting, which is in the lobby. You've got to come back to the producer's room where the producers for your newscasts are all working, whether it's noon or nightly. So we need to know you're here.
Yes, and as I always like to get here early. Whenever I first started, I would always get here at 3:30, and I would just take that time for myself and annoy the crap out of the staff. And that's how I got the position I am. So if you guys would like to follow those steps, you're more than welcome to.
She doesn't mean about being annoying. She just means, no, just kidding, just kidding.
Just be a face here. And once again, we are more than willing to help you guys write any scripts you need. If you have any questions, you're more than welcome to come. Ask anyone in the staff, any of your producers, any of us. We are here to help you.
And we will tell you, so during dry runs and during the first week particularly, but also during dry runs, we'll be talking with you and letting you know what it is that we expect you to write and what the producers will be doing, because of course that's their class. But there are some things that are always better to have the person who's doing the speaking do the writing. And it's not a lot, but it's just enough to give that nice conversational flow to the script.
And moving on, don't worry, guys. You are all going to be amazing. You have such a great support system here, even with just me and Phyllis, but with everybody else around you, you're going to do amazing, I promise. Now on to makeup and hair and clothes, the best topic.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right, just a couple of things. And again, Goos will really be able to carry on with this. My glasses are steaming up, everybody, so I'm gonna have to drop this just for a second. Okay, so a couple of things about makeup. Men, you will have to wear makeup, okay? You will have to wear makeup. Ladies, I realize this is not a problem, but let me talk to the guys first. Two things. Number one, shave. All right, now if you have a beard or a mustache, and it's actually a beard or a mustache, during this week, ask us, and I'm sure it's going to be fine. But what you don't want is that 1 day or 2 day shadow, because on set, it looks like you haven't washed your face. And we know that's not the case. So make sure you shave. I've had numerous anchors over the years that worked for me that really had to shave twice between their 6 o'clock news and their 10 o'clock newscast to keep that clean looking look. If you, however, do have a beard that is part of your look, come talk with us and I'm sure it'll be fine. But again, make sure you shave. Number two, guys, when you go to get makeup, you're going to be doing something. You might want to take a girlfriend, your mom, your sister, it doesn't make any difference, or go talk to a person at the cosmetics counter. You're looking for a shade one shade darker than your skin, one shade darker than your skin tone, all right? And regardless of the color of your skin, you're going to need a powder matte. You're going to need to not be shiny, all right? Does that make sense, not be shiny? So again, regardless of the skin color, on the powder, you're going to want to be a shade darker because you're going to want to dull any shine that may come from your face. The second thing I'm going to say about makeup with ladies, make sure that you don't, I know this sounds odd, but don't skimp on blush and lipstick. That is really, yeah, that is really important. The lights literally wash you out, all right? So be very aware of that. Make sure that your eyes are done so that we can see your eyes. And we'll talk with you as we see you on camera if there's anything. This goes also for segment anchors, weather anchors, and sports anchors. So all of the things that we're talking about cut across all lines of on camera. If you are in the field, if you're a live shot reporter, you don't really have to worry much about it because unless you are, well, really, you don't have to worry about it because it will not be an issue. But when you are in the studio in any way, shape, or form, you're going to need to be aware of this. That's number one. Do you want to talk about hair?
I do. Okay, so men, comb your hair.
Yeah.
Please, please, please run a brush through it. We have brushes here. You're more than welcome to borrow one of mine. I have a really nice brush.
However,
style
use your own.
Style your hair, make it look very nice and neat and kept. We don't want you to look like you just rolled out of bed. You're gonna have some amazing makeup on, but we also want your hair to look good just so everyone looks professional and looks clean and looks better on our brand and on the NTTV station as a whole. Ladies, it's pretty simple. I like to straighten it. You might want to tease it a little bit. I know that's what I like to do, especially if you have finer hair. It's easier to tease it, and it just makes you look better on camera.
The main thing, okay, I think the main thing with hair is, story on me, when I first started, I had hair that I could sit on, all right? I realize it doesn't look like that, but, all right? But the key thing that I always had to do was to pull it back so that it did not interfere with my microphone. It's very important. So you can have long hair, but it's going to have to be able to sit properly so it doesn't rub on the microphone. That's number one. Number two is we want to be able to see your face, ladies and men both. We want to be able to see your eyes. So if your bangs are too long or you've got a lock of hair that falls into your face, we're going to need to make sure that it's swept back a little bit or hairspray so that it does not get into your face. The last thing I'll say with ladies especially, or with anyone who's got curly hair, frizz will actually shine through. In other words, if you've got really frizzy short hair, a lot of times with short hair you'll get that, or bad humid weather, against a chroma key background, sometimes you'll see your hair actually spike. You'll look sort of something out of Harry Potter, okay? So hairspray is going to be a good thing to keep all of that in place and under control. I know it sounds like we're really talking to the ladies more than we are the men, but they have more hair. Generally speaking, hair is a bigger problem for the ladies. So.
And also, if you are going out on a live shot, I know I always like to keep a can of hairspray in my purse, even if I'm going out as a producer or a camera op for the person who is in front of the camera. It's a boy, girl, whoever. They also need it. It will be your best friend if it is humid, if it's windy, if it's a little rainy. It'll be your best friend is that extra can of hairspray.
Okay, we'll do a couple things on clothing.
Okay.
Generally speaking, solid colors are going to work well. I wore this particularly for today. It's a solid color. In this case, it's got a high neck. But ladies, I've got bare shoulders. No bare shoulders. If I were going on the air with this, I have a jacket that I would put over it. I realize that you see all the women on, Fox and ABC, they all are wearing short or sleeveless. Think about it this way. The gentleman sitting next to you is going to be in a suit and tie. He's going to have that sense of authority and that look of being very professional. That's what I want you to look like as well. So short sleeves are fine, just not sleeveless. Okay? So bring a jacket, bring a blazer. You can wear the same blazer.
Black blazer goes a long way.
Perfect.
It goes with anything.
We actually have one here that many people use. So just think about that. The other thing I'm going to say, and then I'm going to turn it over to you for jewelry, no stripes. And I will tell you another story on myself. I was anchoring in one of my stations many, many years ago, and I wore a sweater that looked great in person. It had blue stripes across the front. My director came to me horrified. He said, I looked like a clapboard. You know how you check cameras? Because I was going like this all through the newscast. So no stripes. That just basically means keep it simple, keep it clean, professional.
So for jewelry, we would like to say you are more than welcome to wear some nice earrings, maybe a nice barrette. I know that goes a long way. But necklaces,
Be careful.
be very, very careful. You can't wear a long, jangly necklace that goes all the way down to here because it could get caught in your microphone and then it just starts screaming at you, and that's not fun for anybody, especially not the people in the audio booth. So keep that very simple. Men, no earrings, correct?
Right.
No earrings, no facial piercings. If you have to put a filler in them, I understand. If you just got it done, just put a filler in it, not a big deal, but no like actual metal through your face.
One of the reasons for that is that it picks up the light and it shines, and all of a sudden there are sparkles. And it's really why, with earrings too, if the earrings are too big, they will reflect off light. So keep everything
very
low-key.
minimal. And
think of it this way. You want people to watch you and listen to you, not look at your sweater, my very weird sweater, or earrings, that kind of thing. So you really want them to concentrate on what you are saying and doing.
You want your voice and your telling of the story to be what everybody is paying attention to.
Right.
You don't want them paying attention to anything else. You're the center of attention right now. Own it. What else do we talk about?
Let's see.
Segment anchors and what they need to wear.
Okay.
For segment anchors and sports anchors, you will be filmed standing from top to about mid-thigh maybe. So
Maybe longer if it's a jib shot.
maybe longer. So what you guys need to wear is either nice jeans or some nice slacks. I know for ladies, slacks are hard to find, but H&M, $12.99. I've got 3 pairs.
And dresses and skirts are fine. It's just that
Yes.
no torn jeans.
No torn jeans, no ripped jeans, no like those washed like skinny jeans that look like dirty. You know what I'm talking about? Just some nice pants as well as the nice top and maybe the nice blazer. That's specifically for segment and sports, just because you will be shown from all of it, from top to bottom. So you do need to look nice from top to bottom.
One thing I would say on this is you can wear the same thing every week. Isn't that nice? You don't need a huge wardrobe. You need one outfit that you can use, and that's going to be great. So don't worry, just one outfit's all you need. One thing that makes you look professional, and you're good to go.
Moving on to live shots
Okay.
and everything that live shots entails.
Lives, and then we'll come back in the studio. We're going to talk about standing. So let's go to live
okay.
shot, but let's go to live shots first. I think you're right.
Live shot, that's personally one of my favorite things to do. That's how I got started. So live shots, it's very, very different than being in studio. You're going to be in the field. A lot of times you're going to have a lot of crap going on behind you and around you. So it's imperative that when you get there, you practice your script out loud. You practice your script to yourself out loud when you're there, not just in the car ride, but when you actually get there, because it's going to sound so much different, and you need to be able to focus on what's going on around you and not the museum opening that's happening behind you. Does that make sense? And then, like I said, the hairspray in your purse.
Oh, you might want to also give us a call earlier in the day, because if you're going to be outside and it's the, I don't know, the first part of November, latter part of October, the weather can be, kind of a little iffy, yeah. And so you may need to carry an extra jacket. You may need to carry an umbrella even, whatever.
Yes.
But you might want to call us just to prepare for the weather.
And you have me and Seth's phone number. You're more than welcome to call us. You're more than welcome to text us. Our actual station number is up on UNT's website. You're more than welcome to call the station, and you will get the information that you need about your live shot segment that night.
Good.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. The physicality. So Michaela and I are actually sitting, we're not quite 6 feet apart, okay? I have to say that. So, but it's about as far as we can get in this shot and still make it work. But the fact is, it looks like you could drive a truck through between us.
Yeah.
Down on the set, what's going to be different this time is there's only going to be one person on the set. The other anchor is going to be, we're in the lobby of the television station, and that's where you're going to be. And it will rotate. So there will not be two people sitting next to each other. But we want to show you what this looks like, because next semester, when we're hopefully back to a little more normal situation, this distance is so big. Down on the set, in reality, you would sit near each other, almost with your knees touching, all right? And the idea is that the viewer sees you as a team, and it's also easier to cross-ship, to be honest about it. So that's number one with that. Hands. All right,
Hands.
Michaela.
Hands. It sounds so simple, but it is really the biggest part. So what we're not going to do is prayer hands. We're not praying. We are telling the news. We also are not going to do this, and we're not going to do this. I know this one's like,
Oh, I've seen that one.
yeah, that means something bad, sign language. We're not going to do that. What I like to do is literally just this. Or can I borrow your glasses?
You sure can.
I really like to hold something in my
Like
hand.
a pen
like
is
a
a good
pen.
thing, yeah.
So we're going to use this as like a pen. Can I hold
Oh,
it?
no, wait a minute. Those
How
are
do these
those
work?
are English glasses. They're careful.
What?
They don't. There.
That's really cool. Okay.
You guys have to come to London with me, then you can buy
English
glasses like that.
Pretend this is a pen. I really like to do this.
Mhm.
Hold a pen, and then you're just still very assertive. You know what you're talking about. You are very well connected with the audience, but you are still looking not like
Oh,
you're
dear.
just standing like
Mhm.
this the entire time.
Mhm.
So hold something in your hand. Thank you for the
You're
English
most-
classes. This is my script. You can even go like this, fold it in half. I know it's something I like to do. And you go like this, and that's how you tell it.
Now-
Super simple.
Couple things going along with that. When you are down on the set, because you will be on the set at some point, you are not going to sit like this with your chest and your stomach into the desk. You're going to always sit back, and you're going to sit forward in your chair, and I will be in the studio to help position you, and if I'm not, Michaela will. Because you want to be able to allow your shoulders to feel soft. You want to sit up straight, but you also want to have your shoulders be soft. So watch my shoulders. That's not what you want, because all of a sudden I have a rod up my back and I really can't move very well.
No.
See,
Looks
you see
very
how odd
awkward.
this is?
Yeah.
All right. You soften, sit up, you soften your shoulders, and now I'm actually going to be able to talk to Michaela. And that's what you're looking for. You're looking for that easy look on the air. So that comes with practice. I've been
Yes.
doing it a long time. She's been doing it a long time. You will learn how to do it, but it feels odd, but that's okay. You'll learn how to do it.
Yes. And also just good posture
Mhm.
goes a very long way. If you pull your shoulders back a little bit and then you do whatever you need to do, goes a very long way. You look 10 times more professional. You look like you know what is going on. You look like you know the story you're telling, and you're not
Right.
second guessing yourself. And that's really everything you need. It's just confidence.
For those of you who are going to be standing, which will be sports, segments, live shots, just about everybody else, when we get down in the studio, we'll talk about how you stand. Because again, there's a way that you want to stand so that your weight is comfortable and you look relaxed.
Do you
We'll
want to
show,
stand?
I don't think it's going to look as
No?
good as we
Okay.
think. I think we'll wait till we do it downstairs, yeah.
Okay.
And live shot people and segment people, same thing as the anchors up here who are standing, and the upstairs anchor versus the desk anchor, okay? And everyone will have that rotation. So we'll talk about standing when we actually see you. But for now, I think that whole concept of just have fun, relax, and allow yourself to talk to the camera. You're not reading, you're talking to someone, just
You're
as if
telling
there was
a
a person
story.
there. You're telling a story, right?
And that brings us into segment anchor
Oh,
scripts.
well,
That was a
okay.
great transition.
What a great segue.
Segment anchor scripts. Now, this is a very different type of script than what you've probably ever written. It's a story. It's narrative in telling. It has a beginning, a middle, and an end. And this is going to be what you're doing throughout your package as you create it, and also before your pitch to your own package. And now, as soon as you pitch to your package, you're off camera. Now, if you do make mistakes and stuff ends up going on with your package, like it doesn't export right, you fall behind and you can't edit it in time, something happens, we can help you to turn it from a package into a VO that you can still present that night on the news as your segment. Now, I recommend everyone really tries hard to make them into full packages because that's what we really want. However, if that is something to happen, don't cry. It's already happened. Don't cry on the couches in the NTTV lobby. Come find me, come find Phyllis, come find Seth, come find Tim, anyone on staff. We will help you to make it usable for our nightly show. It's not that big of a deal. We're here to help you and to teach you and to let you know what we can do for you.
And the word package, don't let it frighten you, because we will help you develop that as well. So I know that there were some of you who've never done that before, and that's okay.
Yes.
You've told stories in your life, and all we're going to do is tell another story, but you're going to do it with us, and we will help you through that process. And that's what dry runs and the first couple of weeks are all about.
And specifically with that, our assignments coordinator, Alyssa Weems, is going to be your main point of contact on getting those packages. If you have any questions about you don't know what to do, I don't know how to go at this story, I don't know who to contact, text her, call her, come up to her, she'll help you out. She's amazing.
And remember that the other thing that I think we've talked about during auditions even, but everyone will be working in advance. Nothing will be something that has to be done in the next day or two. So you all will have ample time to ask questions, practice, get out, shoot, whatever it is that you need to do to tell that story, you will have time to do it. So not to worry.
Okay, and then interviewing. We need to go over interviewing.
Okay, so here's what we're going to be doing for our interviewing process. Segment anchors in particular, because you'll be going out and doing interviews, as will sports and anyone packaging, everybody then basically on that standpoint. We're going to send you out with the field kits with you. Potentially you'll have a photographer with you with 2 microphones, all right? One, what we call a stick mic, okay, the thing that you hold on to, and the other called a lav or a lavalier mic, and that's one that you see clipped onto someone's clothing. Because we are following COVID protocols, and you'll learn all of that when you come to check out gear, or you and your photographer check out gear. But for the moment, all we're going to say about it is this: you will be in control of the stick mic.
Yes.
And your photographer or you will give in a package the lavalier mic to the interviewee. You are the interviewee, so what are you going to do?
So for the interviewee, you would instruct him to, or her to, if they can, feed it up their shirt or through one of the buttons, just so you don't get that wire, or even through the back if they're more comfortable with that, and then it comes out and it clips right here. You don't want that wire in the shot. That's not going to look as professional as you can make it. You want the mic angled towards them. It's going to be a little tiny thing. You can have them point it towards their mic. Make sure there are batteries in the lav mic. I have made that mistake before. I had an interview with the athletics director. It was an amazing interview, and I'm blaming it on Blaine Tatum. He did not put
It's not my fault.
mic, so there he is. He didn't have the batteries in the mic, so it was gone. So we got to make sure that we always put batteries in the mic. And you're going to do a mic test. Your photog can help you with that. He's going to put the headphones on, and they're going to make sure, oh, I can see the bars on the screen. Oh, I can hear them talking. They're good. You can continue with your interview. If you're in the same shot, or even just in a shot with a mic in general, what you're going to do, pretend this is the mic, you hold it straight at your chest. Not right here, not right here, not right here, straight at your chest, right in the middle, right here, and that way it's going to look really professional. Don't like white knuckle it. Don't be like this. Just kind of, you can move it around a little bit right here.
The other thing is, if you put it up to your mouth, Michaela, so, okay, that looks like you might be singing a song on stage. That's not the way we run a mic.
No.
First of all, it actually obscures your face. The mic is going to be just fine right here. So you want it right here, okay? Now, when you're done with the interview, you never give up your stick mic.
No.
COVID or not, never, ever give an interviewee your microphone.
So if I'm interviewing Phyllis, I'm like, how long have you worked in this department?
And if I take that from her,
Swear.
she's in serious difficulty. But
Don't
here, yeah.
give up the mic.
So
They will talk for hours and you don't
well,
want
it's
that.
also can be dangerous. So just don't do that. So when you're done with the interview, the person who you've been talking with will take their own mic off, put it back into the container, bag or box, whatever it was that you originally gave, and give it back to you. That will be sanitized. We have sanitizing gear in all the bags before it goes in, and then you put it in the bag, and you'll bring it back to us, and then we'll actually sanitize it again.
Yes.
But that's how we're going to maintain as strict COVID protocols as we possibly can, is to keep everything as clean as possible.
And our ops manager, Tim Banzon, will go over that with you guys more. And if you have any questions, once again, Kaylee, Tim, Trevor, ask any of them questions. They're the op gods here at NTTV.
And I would say the last thing, because we're getting ready to close up shop here, so to speak, I would just say that all of this just really goes back to get into a routine. It's like getting up in the morning, you brush your teeth, you take a shower, you come to school, you go to your job, whatever it is, but it's a routine. Keep COVID in mind. It's just a routine. It's like wearing the mask. You put it on and away you go. Earlier today, I was in my office. I had my mask on and I couldn't figure out why I couldn't see anything. And that was because I didn't have my glasses on. But I'm so used to wearing this that it felt a little odd not to have it on. So the point here, guys, is for the next 3 months, until Thanksgiving and all of that, we are just going to be safe. We're going to be smart, and we're going to be leaders. You all are the face of NTTV, and how you represent yourself on air and in the field reflects on all of us.
You are representing a brand. You're representing a TV station. You're representing one of the best college TV stations in the nation right now. That is a big responsibility, and it's kind of terrifying, but we can do it. So that just means holding yourself accountable, not doing anything crazy.
That's a good way of saying it. Yeah.
Just be responsible, act like a leader, because you are a leader. Everyone's a leader for themselves and for the rest of this family, because that's what we are. We are a family. Once again, you guys have any questions, please ask. We're not scary. We're great. I promise. We're super nice. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please email me, text me, call me. Everyone has my number. Same with Phyllis. Yeah.
Anyway, I think that really does it. I can't think of anything more to say.
I can't think of
other than
Can we ask on here?
see you all soon, very soon.
Oh, no, I have a question.
Oh, wait, we might have a chat.
Oh, I have a question too.
Okay.
You go ahead.
Okay. Should we have our hair, makeup, and clothing already before our call time?
Yes. So you're going to show up to the studio with hair, makeup, clothing already done, just to speed up the process a little bit. We don't have dressing rooms here like that. We're not the theater department. It's better just to show up here with all of that already done.
Well, let me say, you can always do touch-up. I mean, we've got a mirror and all that sort of thing.
Yes.
But come pretty well prepared, because here's the deal. We have a small window of time to spend with you and you with us before we have to go downstairs and start doing dry runs for the actual broadcast. So if it takes 15 to 20 minutes to do hair and makeup, that's 15 to 20 minutes that I'm not proofing your script, Michaela's not proofing your script, the editors aren't saying, oh my gosh, where is, so-and-so? I've got a question about their story. So come as ready to go as you possibly can. That's just the easiest way to do it.
And also, I will say, little hack, I always realized once I got down to the station that I still looked like a pale ghost. So I always brought like a little mini makeup pouch and slapped on some bronzer, some bronzer.
Or bronzer.
And you can see yourself in the monitor and you can make sure you look your best. But that's pretty much the extent of what I feel like you need to be doing, is just little touch-ups once you get down to the studio.
Kind of just come ready.
Do we need the makeup for this week? Because I know we're not actually filming. Okay.
Next week.
Yeah.
Oh, and one more question. So you said we have to get there like an hour and a half before our go live time, so to say.
What show?
Do we need to write our scripts at that time, or could we do it before?
Well, what show are you a part of?
I'm a sports anchor and like an analyst on one of the game day ones.
Okay,
So for
That's-
game days, you're going to need to talk to the sports director, Sarah Baskin. She's the one that's going to have all of your information,
Right.
call times and all of that. We're just news.
Okay.
well, we're more than
Well,
just
we're
news.
more than just news, but-
because we're a lot of other things, but
You know,
yeah, that for
Right,
each
but-
show, your own individual. Are you
Wait,
also,
can
you
you say
also
that one more time?
sports anchoring on one of the other shows?
Oh, yes, on the noon Thursday one.
Okay, 10:30 is your call time,
10:30.
and you'll
Right.
like when you get here. Now,
Okay, that's what I was asking.
smart, and I know you all are, you start thinking about what are the big stories today? If I'm telling
Right.
a sports story, well, the easiest story, of course, is to talk about, oh, well, the Cowboys are going to play on Sunday. Well, that's fine, but I can find that out anywhere in the country. If I
Right.
go to Mean Green Sports, or I find something out about the local Denton area, one of the high schools is doing a great job, something here at UNT, that becomes a much better story because it's local and it's about
Right.
us. Those are the kinds of things you want to write here. And we will show you how to write the scripts and how to use auto cue. So don't worry about that.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions?
Yes. So if I'm the segment anchor and that's for Mondays and I'm doing like the afternoon or the morning, what's my call time?
Well, if you're a segment anchor for noon, your call time is going to be 10:30. If you're a segment anchor for nightly, your call time is going to be 4 p.m.
But you will have worked on your package for about 2 weeks prior to actually being on the air because you'll
Yes.
rotate. So if you're a segment anchor, I'm sorry, how does that, have they been contacted or put on the
Yes.
schedule?
If you
Yes, Melissa's
leave
center.
the number in the chat box, I can call you or text you later and give you your exact time in case you're not positive on which one you're on.
But remember, segment anchors are rotating. You're not on every single week, so you're on every other week,
So
okay?
you have those 2 weeks that you're not there to make a package.
And let me talk to the segment anchors here just for a second. Anchor, actually, everyone who's turning packages. You need to make sure that you touch base with Alyssa Weems, with Seth Biley, or with Michaela Goos. I'm your backup person. You need to confirm what the story is that you're working on, how it's coming, and what's the point of the story. And we can help you find those stories if you are not having a great deal of luck. And you know what? First couple of weeks, you probably won't. And that's just fine
That's
because we're
fine.
all in this together. So if you're a little bit adrift, come and see us now, this week, first part of next week. Don't wait. The
Yes.
sooner the better. Does that make sense? I know it's kind of hard to see you guys, so I can't say something else, but
That makes sense. Also for the men, so obviously you do need a suit. So like for segment anchors, do you like need a suit like for men or like anything professional would work?
Well, what do you mean other than a suit?
Like I mean, button-up shirt,
Yeah, well, you want a button-down shirt and you need a jacket. So
Okay.
it doesn't have to be a suit. It could be a sports jacket. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. It could be jeans and a sports jacket. That's perfectly fine.
Okay, that's good.
A jacket.
While we're on that topic, do we like have to have something over our shirt? Like for example, I have a tie, a button down, and like khakis. And I was told that would work, but I also was told that we also need
No,
a suit.
and I'll tell you, the chances are good that that's going to block, unless it's purple, black, brown, it's going to bloom, okay? Anything cream or white is going to bloom. So you want to keep a jacket over it. And it doesn't have to be a suit jacket. It can be a sports jacket. I suppose if you're a sports guy, you could possibly get away with a sweater, but I really don't like sweaters on the air.
Polo.
Polo, yeah, okay. You're better off getting just a simple jacket of some sort.
Okay.
Anyone
And,
else?
and that's ubiquitous. So you can wear the same one all the time.
Yeah.
Perfectly fine.
Easy.
Right.
Any other questions?
So for the dry runs, are we expected to bring our dress
No.
No.
appropriately? No. All right. Thank you.
can come in.
I am wearing this.
Yeah,
That
you
is
can come
what
in
you gotta
jeans
wear.
and cutoffs. I don't care. This dry runs.
This is just to get you guys in the feel of how a show works, what you're expected to do, and
And get the crew ready.
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Understood.
How long
Thank
is
you.
the dry run going to take for this
Well,
week?
they'll take through until 6:30. I mean,
Yeah.
plan.
Okay.
They may not
Gotcha.
last until 6:30, but we will let you go at 6:30.
Gotcha.
Also have an interview like on Monday at 4:30 actually for the patch that I'm doing, and that's when the dry run is. So I'm just making sure that I can somehow manage.
Okay, talk to her separately.
Yeah, if you could do me a favor and email me that information, and then we can talk about it later. Yeah.
Okay.
You're headed the right ways, ladies. Just keep going.
So this week, since it's just dry runs, we don't need to worry about hair,
No,
makeup, any of that. Okay.
you're good.
Okay, guys, one more thing, just as a reminder. When you come into the area, make sure that you sanitize as best you can, wipe down things, make sure your hands are clean before you go in to start typing.
Yes.
Wipe down, just like you're doing in your classrooms for those of you who are doing face-to-face. And then when you leave, take an extra 3 or 4 minutes before you like scoot out to go downstairs and just wipe everything down. We're doing it like crazy here.
Yes.
And everything is all set up for you. So it's easy to do. So just remember to do that. Again, in the professional world, we say, if you touch it, you clean it. It's just the idea that we're protecting everybody, ourselves, but everybody else too, because we're all a family.
We're doing everything we can to keep going through the rest of the season, and we need you guys' help if we are going to do that.
So yay. Any other questions?
Anyone else?
No, good. Hey, we're going to be here all during dry runs, so if you think of something, just ask us.
Email, call, text, anything.
Which reminds me, I have to go get ready to start
Yes, you
putting
do.
together the
All right.
nightly show for tonight. So those
Bye,
of you who
guys.
are on Tuesday nights, I'll see you guys later.
Bye, guys.
Feels like a little, those are like little hands. Cute.
Nothing better than an ad-lib Phyllis tag out that almost looks like really professional.
Nice.